Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody at home. It is December 4th, 7 p.m. This is the Mayor and Council combined work and regular session. How's everybody? Great.
Awesome, Mayor.
All right. Linda, will you please call the meeting to order and read the Open Public Meetings Act announcement?
In compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act, the notice requirements have been satisfied. The meeting dates for the year are confirmed at the annual meeting, are posted on the public bulletin board in the municipal building and on the borough website, published in the record within the first 10 days of the new year, and copies are sent to the Ridgewood News and Star Ledger. Councilman Yakarino. Councilman O'Toole.
Here.
Councilwoman Homan.
Here.
Councilwoman Lovasolo.
Here.
Councilman Delavatio.
Here.
Councilman O'Connell. Mayor Wolzinski.
Here, stand and salute the flag. I believe in the flag,
United States of America. To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Everybody here, right, is on, here? The buzz on?
No.
Oh, that's it. We're working on it. We're working on
Why
it.
can't he have a special seat right there?
I thought the buzz was gone.
Why don't you sit right there? They'll have no buzz. They'll be close.
All right.
Yes, don't sit under them.
So tonight we have, we have two
Yay.
proclamations, two very special proclamations. The first one is in honor of Pearl Harbor Day, December 7th. Proclamation for Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. Whereas December 7th, 1941 marks a day that will forever live in infamy when the naval base at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii was attacked by the air and naval forces of Imperial Japan. And whereas this unprovoked attack claimed the lives of 2,403 Americans, including military personnel and civilians, wounded 1,178 others, severely damaging or destroying 21 ships and 188 aircraft. And whereas the events of that day galvanized the American spirit, leading to the United States' formal entry into World War II, a war fought to defend the principles of freedom, democracy, and justice across the globe. And whereas we owe a profound and lasting debt of gratitude to the courageous men and women of the United States Armed Forces on that fruitful morning and throughout the subsequent conflict displayed extraordinary valor, sacrifice, and resilience. And whereas it is essential for the borough of Allendale and for all Americans to remember the sacrifices made on that day and to honor the veterans of World War II, including those from our own community, by ensuring their service is never forgotten. Whereas recognizing this day helps to inspire future generations to uphold the values for which these brave Americans fought. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Amy Wolzinski, Mayor of the Borough of Allendale, together with the Borough Council, do hereby proclaim December 7th as Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. Call upon all citizens of Allendale to observe this day with appropriate ceremonies and activities, remembering the patriots who lost their lives or were wounded, and paying tribute to all veterans of World War II.
Amen.
Okay, on a second note, we have a proclamation celebrating 125th anniversary of the Lee Memorial Library. Woohoo! Sure.
And maybe I was saying,
On the.
and wave.
All right, this is a long one. Really long,
125 years.
125 years worth of proclamations.
I was there when it opened.
Whereas the Lee Memorial Library traces its origins to the year 1900, when the ladies of Allendale's Village Improvement Committee established one of Northern Bergen County's earliest libraries, recognizing that a growing community needed both improved roads and a place of learning. Whereas the first library opened within the public school and served a population of just 694 residents, operating only during the summer months and supported entirely by private funds. And whereas the early decades of the 20th century, the library moved among various temporary locations, including Allendale's Flatiron Building, until the Library Association opened the first permanent library building in 1926 at the southwest corner of Franklin Turnpike and Allendale Ave. Whereas, throughout the Great Depression and World War II, the library endured financial hardships, yet continued to serve the community thanks to the generosity and leadership of William and Mary Lee, culminating in the donation of a building addition in 1940 and laying the groundwork for the library's future identity. And whereas in 1952, residents voted to establish a free public library, officially naming it Lee Memorial Library in honor of William and Mary Lee. And over the following decades, the library modernized its facilities, added its first paid librarian, and benefited from the formation of the Friends of the Library in 1971. Whereas in 1978, the Friends of the Library established the Library Bookshop, which accepts gently used books for resale, generating thousands of dollars in donations for the library to help fund museum passes, hotspots, and summer reading for the residents of Allendale. Whereas in 1979, after years of planning and a generous $300,000 donation from Mary K. Lee, the library and Borough Hall moved to their current home at 515 West Crescent Ave, a building 6 times larger than the former library. And by the early 1800s, Lee Memorial Library was expanding hours and offering innovative classes. And whereas during the 1900s and early 2000s, the library continued to expand programming, including new summer reading initiatives and steadily growing collections of books, tapes, records, and other media. Whereas during the 1900s and early 2000s, the library continued to expand programming, including new summer reading initiatives and steadily growing collections of books, tapes, records, and other media. And whereas in 2022, the library embraced the modern role of public libraries as community resource centers by launching Borrowing Beyond Books, offering residents the ability to check out items such as an outdoor movie projector, paper shredder, and knife sharpener.
And laminator.
And
And karaoke machines.
And whereas in 2025, Lee Memorial Library completed further enhancements, including upgraded carpeting, lighting, and workspace improvements, while proudly becoming a fine-free library, extending evening hours and opening Sundays to meet the needs of a population approaching 7,000 residents. Whereas today, over 65% of Allendale residents hold library cards, a testament to the library's continued importance as an educational, cultural, and social hub serving toddlers, students, adults, and seniors alike. And whereas the Lee Memorial Library's mission is to empower, educate, enlighten, and entertain, it remains vital as it was 125 years ago. It's all of you. Even as the community looks forward to the next century of growth and innovation. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Allendale do hereby honor and celebrate the 125th anniversary of Lee Memorial Library, recognizing the countless trustees, librarians, volunteers, donors, friends of the library, and residents whose dedication has sustained and strengthened this cherished institution. And be it further proclaimed that the borough expresses its profound appreciation for the library's century and a quarter of service, its commitment to literacy, learning, community, and encourages all residents to join in celebration of this historic milestone. Be it further proclaimed that the Lee Memorial Library shall be commended for its exceptional contributions to the life of Allendale, past, present, and future.
Yay!
This is your long proclamation.
Wow.
I just wasn't sure if it was 550 that way back then and we switched it to 500 West Crescent.
Who wants to hear, read it again?
That was a fun one.
Jim, do you know?
We haven't gotten any mail, so.
Are we
Must-
gonna have a picture, Tom? When we open up a picture?
Yay.
Yay.
So the library used to take care of the roads.
We all.
I think fair.
Yeah, I'm saying we all go down. Let's go. Let's go.
Come on down, everybody. That's fair.
I'm not sure I'm so tired.
Everyone's in the photo. Mark, you want to take the photo? Oh, Linda's taking the photo. Yay.
We need somebody, that's.
Yes, yes, yes. Can you take a picture? No. Well, like it. Thank you all.
Yeah, the kids love the cool stuff.
We need to color between, we need to.
All right. Oh, yes. Do the trick.
Thank you, Jen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys.
Congratulations.
Thanks, library. Oh, I.
No, I have to on it too. Yes, do the other stuff. Us together. It's happening someday. Right now, I feel like I'm like. You gotta throw that. Oh, no, it's a roll.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
You too. I saw your most recent, email, on my social media.
We're still waiting for the full report.
Yeah.
But not-
Yay.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Next, we have approval of minutes, November 13th. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Roll-
Councilman O'Toole.
Yeah.
Councilwoman Homan,
Yes.
sorry. Councilwoman Lovasolo,
Yes.
Councilman Delavatio.
Yes.
All right, next agenda review. We have our consent agenda today. A lot of perfunctory type of items on here in preparation for next year. We have our schedule for next year, including our Synodiah meeting, which is gonna be on January 5th. We have, a lot of our contracts are being renewed. We have a tree removal service, ground maintenance, janitorial service going out to bid for snowplow. And we have our list of bills, which I looked over. Councilman Lovasolo, did you have a chance to look as well?
Yes, ma'am.
And we have authorization of our final last phase of the Allendale streetscape, which is gonna be the last stretch on Ontario. And the one little spot by Allendale Steakhouse. And that is our agenda for tonight. So do I have a motion? I'd like to open up the meeting. Does anybody from the public have any comments on agenda items only, please? Not seeing anybody, we'll bring it back. And do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Homan. Yes.
So moved. Second.
Second, what is so?
Okay.
Councilman O'Toole,
Yes.
Councilwoman Homan,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lovasolo,
Yes.
Councilman Delavatio.
Yes.
All right. So next we have our council reports.
Short report this evening. Priority for the Public Safety Committee continues to be on traffic safety with additional enforcement, signage, signal reconfigurations, and renewed striping around town. Track changes, pivoting as needed. Some new deer crossing signs went up
Yeah.
on Hillside Avenue and Thomas Street, where we've had some incidents. And we're beginning work on an e-bike ordinance that I talked about the other night. And our newest potential officer, Christopher Locks, is well into the process. And as long as everything goes well, we should be swearing him in the next couple of meetings. Very-
Uma Thurman.
So I feel that our town hall meeting was really excellent the other night. So thank you to all those that attended. And it was nice. We answered some general water system questions there. But we are really, I think, in a pretty good position. There has been the rollout of the new meters has begun. There's been about 565 so far rolled out. So that will be forthcoming in the next year. And it'd be great if people could accept the meters. They do have to make an appointment because they have to come in and have it installed. So but that's definitely going to be moving us forward in a positive way.
Thank you very much. That's a one, Nona Solo.
Thank you, Mayor. Yes, to both Councilwoman Homan's remarks. I think we had an excellent town hall tonight, and I think most everyone here was at it in attendance. So I'm not going to go through everything. I'm going to move my land use report and my finance report to our next meeting in 2 weeks. But I do just want to once again thank the library for all that you do for our community and everyone who participates there. It is appreciated, and I do love our working relationship. We're all volunteers and we volunteer very hard and give a lot to the community. So thank you to our library. I did want to just briefly touch on 2 events that the library is having. The library is holding a holiday gift making fundraiser on December 13th for a $40 donation. Kids will be able to paint their own snowflake artwork. And then also, of course, we have the big 125th year celebration party at the library on Sunday, December 7th from 1 to 3 p.m. There will be a performance by Yuletide carolers at 1:30 p.m. They'll perform winter carols in Victorian attire. Registration is required, so check the library website. Also want to thank again our green team. I made a mistake the other night. I'd like to correct Maya Chada, who was the student there, does not go to Northern Highlands, unfortunately. She goes to Berrien Academies. It's our other volunteer, Isabella, who goes to Northern Highlands. Both are very active young ladies in the green team. And that's about it.
Excellent.
Oh, and our 125th. Once again, if anyone has any thoughts around 125th celebration, that 250, sorry, library's 125. Half of our time, look at that, as a nation, you guys have been here. Our 250th celebration next year. Please reach out to me with your events and thoughts. Okay, Joe, all you.
That's been done with you.
Is that why the young lady stormed out? To hear the rules? No, I echo what Councilwoman Holman and Councilwoman Solo said. Thank you for being at the town hall the other day. It was good. We had some DPW questions where they were great. DPW has not met, the committee hasn't met in a few weeks since our last meeting, but as you've all noticed, right, we have holiday decorations up. So the guys have been working on that. They're still picking up leaves and keeping the catch basins clear and getting ready for the snow plowing. So now that we've enacted the bid, hopefully we get that quick. So we don't have any storms and we'll be prepared. Pretty much it. Thank you.
All right. Our professional reports, our clerk. Linda?
Thank you, Mayor. I don't really have much. I just want to mention that their AVAC dropped off a Toys for Tot box in the Borough Hall lobby area. That's it.
Sure, as well. The cross motions on the well 17 litigation are scheduled for tomorrow at 10:30. It's possible we'll even have a disposition tomorrow. The judge could reserve on it and give it a disposition subsequently, but it's coming to fruition. The Avalon appeal briefs, as I think I've reported before, due on the 22nd of December. Good news, the PBA contract is finalized. It is now in the hands of the PBA attorney for execution. So hopefully that'll get done in the next couple of days. And then working with the mayor and our committee on the affordable housing litigation, which seems to be a daily event. That's about it. Thanks, Mayor.
Great. And my report, as you mentioned, Fair Share Housing continues. We've already met 3 times with the judge. We're going to be meeting hopefully next week. And then we have another hopefully final meeting with the judge, December 31st. So we're working really hard to become compliant, do our due diligence, and make sure that we're protecting our interest in Aldo at the same time. We've been working on an end of year report. This is the first time we've done this, a really comprehensive end of year report. In the beginning of the year, we set out our strategy for 2025, our pillars of success and all of the goals that we had under each committee. So we are now just letting the residents all know what we've done this past year. It's going to be actually sent out via regular mail, also electronically. So we should be getting that out shortly. The town hall, as we mentioned, was really successful. The residents like it. It's a more casual setting. They don't have to come up and state their name. We don't take minutes. We don't film it. And it was really good conversation. Lots of great input was shared. We have the holiday work coming up on Friday, and the menorah lighting is 16th. 15th. Hold on, I'm gonna say the right thing. It's Tuesday the 16th, that's right.
I would buy that.
As Councilman Joe Delucio said, we have new lights in Orchard Common Park for the first time. I've been trying to get these for like 10 years. It looks really good. The big tree you can see actually when you're coming down Franklin Turnpike looks amazing. And thank you to all the little elves that helped with the garland. Councilwoman Lovasolo, Councilman O'Toole, his wife Joanna, and then we actually had all our kids there because we're like, whoa, this is a lot of these garland. And our downtown looks amazing though. So if you look, it looks really, pardon? And Joanne Hart, yes, of course, and her daughter. So it really was a group effort and the downtown looks really nice. So if you haven't looked yet, take a drive down tonight. And we have one more meeting this year, December 18th. That's our last meeting. And then our first meeting of the year is set now for January 5th. And congratulations to the library on the 125-year anniversary. And that's it for me. So I would now like to open up the meeting to the public for comments on any matter. Anybody have comments? Mark, come on up. Hello.
And Council, first. Maya is supposed to be here, but I thought this would run a little longer and I told her, be okay, if she got here around 7:30, so hopefully. Maybe we have a commercial break. But anyway, I wanted to just fill everyone in on the accomplishments of the Green Team in November, because we had a very busy November. In addition to what Suzanne has mentioned, we have, for the fourth time, delivered more than 200 bags to the CFA.
Wow.
In fact, I think we had about 400 at our November collection. And they're very grateful. They did send us a letter, which I had forwarded to you, Mayor, and to Suzanne, stating their thanks, because there were so many that they couldn't count them. And when I met with the person there, I told them that we would collect food for them as well. And they were very grateful for that. So when we delivered before Thanksgiving, we had another immense quantity of bags, and we also had food.
Which is amazing, because I feel like the food thing was kind of almost like a little
Yes.
side note on the flyers and stuff. That
Yeah.
the town turned out for that, I think is.
It was a last minute addition, and we got a very good response from the residents of our activities, and it's really fun to hear their gratitude when they participate in all events. We also collaborated with Vince Barrett and collected clothing with him. He returned from his regular trip to Patterson and collected a great quantity of coats and hats and gloves, and he was very grateful for that as well. So that's another good collaboration that we're happy to be part of. Also, in the same weekend, we had our pumpkin collection at Rossler's, and that went well, like we did last year. And also, we started our holiday lights collection. So it was a very busy weekend, and we accomplished more than we had hoped. The holiday lights collection will continue through the 30th of January. The library has once again agreed to have a bin in the lobby, and also Roslyn's gonna be collecting. And occasionally I get them in front of my garage, so it's very successful in that. Last year we had over 800 pounds, hopefully this year we'll top that. And with, just to mention that I stopped at Woodcliff Lake at one of their council meetings, and I sent a notice that I have done that as well. To speak with them to promote the formation of a green team there because they don't have one. And also ask if they were interested in collecting, yes, like we did. So that, because I'm part of the Bergen Hub, I try to contact other towns and let them know the activities that we're doing and provide an example. As I mentioned in a letter to you, Mayor, for the size of our borough, we make an outsized contribution to all of the events that we participate in. So
That's amazing.
I'm telling you, that puffs my chest out thanks for the effort that we're making and the constantly good response we get from our residents. Case Maya does not get here. She has been very active and she writes to me every week about how she can contribute. And she, as I mentioned to Liz at the town hall meeting, she's interested in water issues and wants to,
I can hear that.
yeah, she wants.
Yeah, it was funny because Suzanne said something about water, but then they talked about recycling, and I was like, wait a minute,
There's
water
two
bottles?
things that she wants to
Yeah,
do.
I would love
Yeah,
to.
she wants to work with water conservation and also with single-use plastics.
I know.
Single-use plastic, because
So,
it doesn't really get recycled.
Yeah, there's an initiative called Skip the Stuff, which promotes not taking items when you have takeout that you don't need. So if you're not going to use the plastic forks, knives, not going to use the little packets of condiments that leave the bean on. It saves the business a little bit of money, and when they get the idea that the customers don't want them, then they don't have to purchase them. And it also keeps them out of the garbage.
I'm always gonna take extra chopsticks though.
It's always short.
If you're gonna use them, that's okay. So, I will make up a little bit of a formal report before the end of the year, like I have been doing since we reformed the free team.
Yeah, that'd be great for the newsletter.
Yes, and, yes, that's it. Go into my 3 minute a lot.
I know, we're timing.
Uh, It is, it's a great pleasure when you're doing this. And of course, Walter is a member with us and he is there at every single event that we have. So it's nice to have the young people joining us and also the senior members like myself. Thank you again, Mayor and Council.
Mark, thank you again for your passion around this whole initiative. We do appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're part of the reason what makes Allendale so special, what you guys do, and
Yeah.
nobody else does that, so.
And
Thank you.
the residents' response. Every
People feel
time they
good
say
about
thank you, it makes us do something else. So. Hold it.
Good job.
And there she is.
Thank you.
But you're out of time.
Come on up, Maya.
Hi, Maya.
Yeah, Maya's the newest,
Excellent. Please state your name and your address for the record.
Okay,
It's formal here, not like the town hall.
I'm Maya. 32 Adams Road. So if you don't know, I'm Maya, I'm a sophomore, I go to the Bergen Town Academies. And I've been really interested in environmental science and kind of just helping our community and helping the environment. And so like I was researching about Allendale, if we even have like a good team or anything, and I came across it and I was really interested in it, so I joined it. And it's been great. And I just like wanted to share a few ideas that I have regarding like environmental science and helping our community. One idea that I've been really interested in is reducing our single-use plastics and like restaurants around town, like Airbnb or like takeout places like focus on. And I feel like that's really important and kind of maintaining like a good, like helping the environment and maintaining a good environmental community. And then I've also been really interested in helping our water leak and kind of preserving water more. And I'm really excited about that. I think too. I've gotten in contact, or I haven't gotten in contact, but I contacted more that actually New Jersey, and I've heard about a few other, like water, preservation and like activists, like river keeper, water spirit. And yeah, I think that could be something we could try to see.
I think that's wonderful. I mean, the water and water conservation, and actually Veolia, who owns our, is our water purveyor from the standpoint of utilizing water. There is a lot of information on their website, because some of the ways in which we really waste water is with toilet leaks, sink leaks,
Yeah.
the irrigation system, and people don't realize how much water that is. And even though, people may complain about their water bills, they don't really realize the difference in $20
Yeah.
is, and they're not that large, because people's quarter bills are probably what they pay in 1 month for a cell phone bill, but it can be a lot of water. So I think having that type of education is really important to get out into the community.
And even just like informing the community and like doing things of putting posters that can kind of get people to have a little bit of like recognition that they're all using a lot of water and we have something we should think about.
Turn the tap off when you brush your teeth.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Sounds
Is that what
great.
you're gonna study in college?
Yes, I'm actually very interested in like, well, urban planning because I love architecture and engineering, but yeah, I'm really interested in. Like,
Super. Excellent. Well, thank you so much for coming and letting us know what you're doing.
Yes.
Feel free to reach out with any questions.
Yeah, that's great. And again, if there's my email is Liz Homan at allendale.nj.gov. If there's some way that I can be helping you along with some of the water things, even connecting you to meet with some of the individuals at Veolia, because I do think they do try, because particularly in the summer months, we are really water challenged because Allendale only has our 5 wells, and then we only have an interconnect from the Veolia system. So there is a limit as to how much water can come into Allendale at this point. So,
And Maya, just so you know, I corrected the record before you got here on being a student at Bergen Academies and not Northern Heights.
Thank you. This is a great opportunity to speak.
Come
Yeah,
anytime.
Anytime.
you so much.
Love having people.
Yay.
Super. All right. Anybody else from the public? Okay.
Yeah, you work. The hundred's overpowered.
I know that it's
can
gonna.
you please move
I
there?
know. Sit
They
there.
can be right in my line of sight. Too.
Oh,
You, and that way you wouldn't have
So
the
you don't
speaker
sit under the
above you.
Sitting under the speaker,
I think it'd be better if it's out here.
speakers on.
There's a speaker right
I'll
above.
take into consideration. I got up today, I'm only an old helper to this gentleman. But somehow we've got to make it very apparent.
You want to
You
do
made it, Jay.
I'll let you introduce the young lady.
Okay.
Just received a report from Mark regarding the efforts and everything put into this thing. If it weren't for him, none of that would have happened. None of it would have happened. Whenever he has a collection, I am very surprised at the number of town people who respond to it. Very, very nice. So I'm sure he's working hard to make evident to everybody that we're there to help. The response is fantastic. May I suggest at the town hall meeting, that something, just the elaborate or big deal, but at least mention what he is doing. I mean, we talked about everything else was very evident and very good, and I do appreciate going. But if we were to give this gentleman more credit for what he has done for this town,
Absolutely, I agree.
Mark, thank you.
Thank you, Walter.
Thank you, Walter.
And thank you, Mark.
And Maya.
At home.
Okay, anybody else from the public on any matters? Not seeing anybody, motion to adjourn,
So move.
all in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
Reg?